ora e te iwi, and welcome to The Chew,
The Chew.
where we chew the fat off random kaupapa. Anei ahu ko taika māua ko kori.
Kia ora.
And today, wānau, we are covering fasting.
Fasting.
Yeah, a bit of hou ora, I suppose,
Yeah.
of the tinana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit of health for the body.
Yeah, why not? We are definitely not health experts, by no means, or fasting experts.
Oh, God, no. Oh, no. No. But we kind of stumbled across this subject because we've both... I'm currently fasting. I've been fasting for over a year now. And Taika's had a crack at it as well. So we've got some experience. Well, you know, when I say experience, we're not like experts on fasting.
No. Self-taught.
Yeah. I mean, I got my direction from the bro Hud.
Yep.
You know, he was sort of he was quite animated about sort of telling me about fasting, the benefits of fasting, and you know, eventually it all started to sink in. Yeah, and I'm like, maybe this could be something I need to give a crack. Yeah. Why did you get into fasting, bro?
Well, originally, it was for a wedding, I think, that I was going to.
Trying to get skinny for an event, eh?
Yeah. And
It's very female of you, bro.
well, I needed to fit the pants and the shirt that I bought like 5 years earlier, because I'm a bit of a tight fella and didn't want to buy a large at the time. I'm definitely not large now. So, I knew a couple of people that had done fasting. One of the guys at work, he had been doing it for 2 years and lost a lot of weight, actually.
Yep.
I think he lost about 20 or 30 kgs.
Yep.
So big shout out to you, Pierre. Yeah. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, actually. It was hard to start with, but manageable.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of benefits from it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what really got me into it. And I wasn't doing it full on at that time.
Okay. So what version of it was it for you? Like, how would you summarize the type of fasting you did?
Yeah, so I was fasting probably 3, maybe 4 days a week.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so that was like I can't remember what that entire fasting cycle was, but my last kai would usually be about 7 or 8 p.m. And then I wouldn't eat until 2 p.m. The next day. Yep. Minimum 2 days a week for me, and then just eat regularly. And when I mean regularly, don't overeat. So not trying to put those calories back you just saved on. And then lost a little bit of weight doing that. Felt a lot healthier. The main thing that I really enjoyed from it was I wasn't getting bloated all the time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that was a win. But
Yeah.
What about your experience?
So how much do I want to share? Fuck it, I'll share all of it. So when I turned 50, fucking everything started breaking down, bro. I started just getting all these weird aches and pains, and joints were like killing me. And it was literally on my 50th birthday this all happened, man. So
Ticking time bomb.
Yeah. So the real trigger for me to change was a couple of things. One was I had elevated levels of uric acid in my body. And most Māori will know what I mean when I say that, because it's the classic indicator for gout.
Ooh, that dirty swear word.
That dirty, filthy, make fun of everyone word.
Not the gout.
Gout. So I actually went on gout medication for a little bit. Only because, I ended up with a swollen knee. That's how the whole thing started. I got a swollen knee. It wasn't painful. It was just swollen. And I was doing Modako at the time. And, I still am. And I kind of wanted to get into shape for it, and I found that my knees just weren't playing ball. So, got diagnosed with what is probably going to be gout. So I started taking the pills for that. And then I just noticed I wasn't getting any, my joints weren't getting any better. I wasn't getting any fitter. Every time I'd sort of get my fitness up, something else, one of my my other knee would start playing up, or I'd get a calf strain, or just all the stupid stuff all the time. I was a little bit heavier, I suppose. I was probably about 100 kgs. So, and then I was just thinking for healthy alternatives, because I was doing stretching, I was going to physio, I was trying everything. It was annoying the hell out of me. So, this is supposed to be a short story, but I ended up listening to HUD and thinking, oh, maybe I should try that, because I didn't just listen to him and go, yeah, I'm going to do that. I did a little bit of research online about it, and for me, I'm all about scientific stuff. I'm being an IT guy. I like to deal in facts and not feelings. Evidence-based. Yep. So much about fasting is evidence-based. Mm-hmm. The outcomes are evidence-based. Yep. So that's the bit that I really liked. There were people out there saying there's measurable benefits to fasting.
Backed by science and
backed by
empirical
science.
Evidence, right?
Empirical. Ooh, I like that word, bro. Empirical evidence. Yeah, I feel like I'm, what's his name? Matt Dillahunty.
Ooh, who's Matt Dillahunty?
He's one of the YouTube atheists that that's always going on about atheism, and he always says words like that all the time. Empirical evidence. There is no empirical evidence of God, he says. Anyway, so so that got me, and I thought, I might give this a go and see how it works out. And the thought of starving yourself every day was like, I don't think this is going to work, but I'll see.
Especially for Māori people, right? Because, kai's a big part of our culture.
We're eaters from way back. But what I did notice is the you can do that cycle. So yours sounds like an 18-hour cycle, which is exactly the same as the one I do. Yep. So I finish eating about 8 p.m. And then I start eating again at 2 p.m. So that's my daily routine. So I do it every day. Yep. And every Monday I'll do a 24-hour fast. So I typically stop eating between 6 and 7 on a Sunday. Yep. And then a Monday I won't eat until that 6 or 7 whenever I stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say 6 p.m. Sunday to 6 p.m. Monday.
Monday.
Yep. So you're having your dinner at 6:01.
Yeah. And boy, I'm having my dinner.
Fork's ready with the meat on it. 5:59. Boom. 6. It's in the mouth. Or you're probably chewing it right and about to swallow at 6 o'clock.
Well, so the funny thing is, because we have our Opikitanga class on a Monday, quite often I won't eat until like 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Yep. Sometimes I wait till class is finished. But because Caroline's usually here, she's putting food in front of me at 7 on the dot, and if the food wasn't there, I probably would be fine just waiting an extra hour or two. It's not that bad. So anyway, bro, to cut this very long story short, it's had really good health outcomes for me. Yep. I've stopped taking the gout medication because all my joints have been way better now. I don't get all those aches and pains that I used to. Don't get me wrong, I haven't turned into Superman or anything. There's still shit that's not good, but it's way better than what it was before I started fasting.
Wow, there you go, Itiwi. For those people out there that want to try and give it a go, hey, and I assume it's not for everyone too, right?
No, it's not.
Not for everyone.
Definitely not.
But look, the proof's in the pudding right here. So for anyone out there that wants to get involved. There's probably an easy approach to do it too. You might just start off with 1 day. That's right. 2 days and increase it slowly.
A couple of days a week. Don't go. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going cold turkey and going the full noise right from the start, because your body does have to get a little time to get used to it. But I mean, I've been fasting for over a year now, so and it's no real effort for me.
Yep.
So I guess a caution for those of you out there. I've never been a big eater.
Yeah, true.
I was made fun of when I was a young fella because all my cousins were like eaters. My whole
Feasters.
family are eaters. Yeah. So I was that, what the hell's wrong with you? Because all I would eat is dry bread as a kid. So, yeah, I'll be honest, I feel like fasting's easier for someone like me who doesn't eat a lot normally anyway.
Yep.
But if you're a big eater, I think you might struggle. Yeah. It might be a bit of a struggle for a natural big eater.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm probably the opposite to you. I'm not a big eater, but I definitely like my kai, good fry-ups in the morning. And, well, you've seen me hammer back a few fried chickens,
Yeah, bro.
at our signature dairy in Winton.
Yep, the White Shop. The White Shop in Winton in Southland.
Yep, right on the corner.
Yeah. It's one of our favourite shops to drive past and stop in and get a fried chicken.
But I eased into it. I started off doing it for one day and then increased that to the point where, I wasn't doing 7 days. I was doing 4, maybe 5 days, and then weekends go back to normal and then get back on it again on Monday. And, similar to you, a lot of health benefits. I don't have the gout yet. It's a iwi.
It's just a matter of time, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's in our genes too. So, but nah, like I said, it was really, I don't know. I just felt a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. I wasn't bloated or heavy. I get bad acid reflux, indigestion. That sort of all disappeared too.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. So I wasn't
Nice.
having to smash some milk back or, Gaviscon in the middle of the night. Even on the weekend when I'd have a bit of a blowout. So, they're probably all the benefits that I got from going through that fasting. So, and I probably need to get back on it. I've been a bit lazy lately at Tiwi. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So some of the I wouldn't say pitfalls, some of the things that make it harder, and I think we both agree with this one, bro, is if you're a social person that likes to socialise a lot, and you, of course, socialising typically is done in restaurants, out at bars.
Yeah.
It's always
Barbecues.
surrounded by food. Barbecues.
Yep.
You go to friends' places for dinner.
Yep.
So it's quite hard to keep to your fasting. Now, it's not because you want to eat. Well, I'm talking about my case. It's not because I want to eat. It's just I don't want to look like a dick sitting there not eating while everybody else is.
Yeah, being antisocial.
Yeah. So it's kind of, I fall into that peer pressure and just kind of eat to feel like I'm fitting in with everybody.
Yep.
So, I mean, I break my fast occasionally. Sometimes your schedules don't really line up, bro. So you end up eating at a time that doesn't suit your fasting schedule. And that's fine. It's like, I don't like to look at it as a diet.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a way that you can control how you eat and what you eat.
Yeah, just a lifestyle change, right?
It is a lifestyle, totally.
Yeah. And I know what you're talking about, like if you don't try and get that kai in at 8 because you're working, dropping the kids off, putting them in bed, whatever life throws at you, and then you eat at like 10 p.m, 11 or 12, then that 18-hour window just gets moved around
that's right.
further, right? So
That's right.
So rather than eating at 2, you're probably eating at 6.
6, and it
which
gets
throws
later.
out your week.
And it just messes up your whole schedule.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
it's, so there are challenges to it. And so now my question to you, bro, is when you were fasting, did you have any restrictions on what you ate?
I was going pretty full on because I needed to lose a fair bit of weight very quickly.
That's right. Wedding. Got to get a wedding body.
So I was, I'd cut out carbohydrates and most sugars too.
Oh, yeah.
So I was only limiting myself to some natural sugars, not all natural sugars.
Yeah, right.
So I wouldn't try to have too much fruit either because that has fructose in it. So, pretty much I was just eating meat, to be honest, during that eating window.
Wow.
Yep. So have at 3 o'clock I'd usually just have chicken. Yep. With maybe a little bit of salad and then maybe an apple.
Ooh, salad.
And then similar for dinner, chicken or steak again, a large portion of it, with no carbs, no breads, no sugars, just drinking water, soda water if I wanted to be, if I wanted that fizzy hit, chuck a lemon in there.
Yeah, that's a good one, hey?
Yeah.
Soda water with a little bit of flavour.
Yeah,
Yep.
but similar to you, living here in Queenstown and being in such a social environment, I was studying at the time, so we were doing night classes on a Monday night from 6 to 9, and then we'd stop for kai and everyone would bring food along, and it was really nice flash food too that was being brought along. So I always say you just need to be prepared for those situations.
Yeah.
So I'd usually just stop in the supermarket and get a cooked chicken.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you were the one that brought the cooked chickens.
Yeah, because I knew I could eat it. So come dinner time, I would hammer half the chicken and nothing else.
Yeah.
But yeah, dropped a lot of weight actually. And I was doing a bit of exercise too. But yeah, I find that it's easier to try and control what goes in than try and increase my output. So working out, running, jogging, doing all those crazy things, especially when the knees are, not what they used to and whatnot.
Yeah. Especially when you get a little bit older, You don't, I mean, you still stay active, but you're not as active as when you're a young fella.
Yeah. And I noticed that with a lot of rugby and league players that retire, probably similar to myself when I gave up sports, was my input remained the same, but when you're training, playing, doing all these, extensive activities, you're burning those calories off.
Yeah, right.
But when you stop doing that, the input's the same.
Yeah.
But there's no output.
Yeah. That's why you always see the old ex-All Blacks say,
Yeah, blowing up.
yeah, because they were skinny when they played, but
Pity.
now,
Pity weepu. Yep.
yeah. Except for Richie. Richie McCaw's the only one who probably got skinnier after he played rugby.
Simon Mannering, he was another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, he was real thin.
It's a machine, yeah.
But, so I suppose if I had any tips for anyone that was looking to dive in, do your research. There's lots of really good information out there if you want to get into it. Like you said, ease into it.
Yep.
Don't go the whole hog.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one would be, be prepared, I'd say. So,
yeah, you be realistic about what it is you're getting into, eh?
Yeah. And like yourself, it's the long game too.
Yeah, long game. Yeah.
Where I just did it for, I think it was probably a few months, just so I could get skinny and then go to the wedding, have a blowout, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm back into being mormona again and getting the acid reflux. So
being mormona. Yeah. No, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It's a weird thing to say. It's not actually that I enjoy it. It's probably that I find that it fits into my life easily. So it's not a chore. For me, it's not a chore to fast.
Yep.
I just have to remember that just because there's food there doesn't mean you have to eat it.
Yeah.
And Māori in particular, hey, man, we're just like foodies. It's like a habit. It's not even I'm hungry. It's just, it's there.
Yep.
There's some more cakes on the table.
Cup of tea,
cake.
biscuits.
Yeah, you can't have a cup of tea without some little nibbly thing to eat as well, eh?
Cakes, biscuits.
Cake, biscuits, pikelets, Māori bread.
Especially, if you're in a role or you're involved heavily, probably in a lot of wānanga, hui, marae, where you're constantly, doing hui with constant cup of teas, biscuits, cakes, and far out. Yeah.
Totally. And then if you're the one cleaning up at the end, there's always kai left over, eh?
Yeah, and you don't want to scrape that into the pig bucket, eh?
Ooh, could you? Ooh, just brush that. Yeah. Brush that piece of rubbish off the top and look at that, looks new.
That's being sustainable.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I call my eating, sustainable eating. No, I've got to eat everything because I don't want any waste.
I'll tell you, bro, that's a lesson that I've had to learn because as a young fella growing up, especially in Māori families, you were always told you had to clean your plate.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Which is, I think, a lot of the reasons why we're really overweight, bad with food. We just have this got to clean your plate thing.
Yeah.
Now, man, I'm cool with leaving leftovers and scraps. Just stick it back in the fridge and eat it later. Yeah. So Yeah, fasting's not for everyone, I don't think, eh?
No.
I think it's going to be hard for people who are used to eating constantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a bit of a lifestyle change, whether it's short term or even long term,
Yeah.
yeah, we both tried it. We both, talk highly about
Yeah.
doing the fasting too. So,
Yep.
Yep.
I'll give a big shout out to Hud because he's the one that brought me into this whole thing. And, Hud's probably at least another 10 years older than me. So he looks fantastic for his age.
He looks better than I do.
Yeah.
Holy heck, he looks sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Kia ora, Hud.
Kia ora, Hud. We're going for a dive this weekend too. Eesh. Oh, Hud's rustling us up our boat, and we're heading probably down to Bluff somewhere. And
Oh,
yeah, we've got a quota from the local kaumātua to get. What are we getting? 100 kinas, 100 pawas, 100 toheroa. Well, we're not going to get that many. Like, there's no needs for 100 of them. Those things are massive, eh?
I can feel the indigestion starting to come on already.
Bro, we've already got 50 crayfish, eh?
Oh,
Yeah. They already got that. And this is for a wedding. This is for Hud and Claire's wedding next
Wow.
weekend. Yeah.
wow.
So we're going to go this weekend to go get it, go for a dive,
Yep.
get all the kaimoana and get some fish as well. We're going to go fishing,
Yep.
see if we can get some blue cod.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah, speaking of fasting, I think might be blowing it out of the water this weekend a little bit. Might be having a bit of a fasting break this weekend with all that kaimoana. Yeah.
But kaimoana is good food,
It is good food.
Yeah. It's not too fatty,
No.
low calories, high
Yep.
protein,
Yep.
natural.
It's got all those omega
Yeah.
oils,
Yep, brain food.
Yep. Keeps your brain ticking over. Good for your memory.
If we could eat like that every single day, then, I think that would probably contribute to maybe better health
Yeah, I
for
think
a lot
so.
of our people.
Yeah.
Hey, because a lot of the other food, which was somewhat more affordable, or people just can't access that food, right, is actually more convenient,
Yeah.
but not as good for our tino.
No.
So, yeah.
And it's it's over processed food.
Right.
It's hard to believe it's cheaper
Yep.
because it has to go through processing.
Yeah.
Some of the raw food that literally comes straight off a tree is more expensive than the stuff that goes through factories to get processed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, get redone. So,
Anyway, that political discussion was last time.
but you got any closing thoughts there, Hika?
Just to be realistic about it, I suppose, if you're going to take the leap,
Yep.
do some research,
Yep.
and yes, by research I mean watch YouTube videos. It's still research by watching YouTube videos because there's lots of really good resources out there about how to approach fasting and the benefits of fasting. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. But the other tip is be realistic about your ability to do fasting.
Yep.
I think it suits some people more than others. Yeah. Yeah.
And I always say, have a plan too, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah, just don't go, I'm going to do it tomorrow, and then just try and do it. Yeah, set out a plan.
Yeah.
So you might say, hey, Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to do it, or whatever you want to do. And then, know that at 2 o'clock you might have your meal at 1 or 3, but have that kai ready to eat at that period. And, good luck with it. Yeah, for those people out there doing it.
Yeah, so you just touched on something, another point I'll make as well. So I do one 24-hour fast every week, and that's on a Monday. And the plan that you talked about, that's exactly why I do it on a Monday. It's because Monday is the day that I work in the office in Queenstown. It's usually always a really busy day. I'm usually busy all day long on a Monday, catching up with
Distracted.
stuff. Yeah. So I can immerse myself fully in something and not think about food, not worry about food. We then have a class as well on the Monday. So I go from work, busy, go straight to a class, busy. So I can spend all of Monday just so busy and not having a chance to take a breath until like 9 p.m. at night. So it makes sense for me to use that day to be the 24-hour fast day.
Yeah.
It's hard. It would be almost impossible for me to use a Saturday as a 24-hour fast day because you're out doing things, visiting friends and doing all sorts of stuff. So be realistic about your plan as well.
Yeah. No, that's an awesome example, actually. But yeah, best wishes for anyone that's out there trying to give it a go. Would really love to hear your thoughts around it. For those people that are doing it, get in those comments, hit subscribe, like our page, share it around to the world, and we'll catch you next time on The Chew. Mā te wā.
Mā te wā.